Hello. The question today is how I survive on Social Security widow's benefits. My widow's benefits is $1,200 a month, and if I had to live on just that, it would be really rough. I do have a part-time job, and I own my own home. But if I was surviving on just the widow's benefits, I wouldn't be able to afford to do anything. You know, my bills are low compared to a lot of people's. But if you take $600 a month total bills, phone, internet, trash, car insurances, and electric bill, and it adds up when you add your total every month. Most of them are fixed, except for the electric. Of course, it varies. And winter is worse than the summer. I'm a total electric house, so that would make a difference. But if I was just living on that alone, that would leave me like $600 a month for food and gas and any repairs, because when you own your own home, you also got to repair your own home. Since I'm at the edge of town, I'm on a well, so you got furnaces and things, big expenses that can go out. So I have to plan for that stuff. And then car repairs. I have a newer car. It's a 2020, but it's got over 100,000 miles on it now. And yes, I've had a few repairs. I believe the last repair was $500. Well, no, $800. I had an alternator go out. And unfortunately, my car, that alternator, is a big job. Yes, it would be really rough if I was living on just that. Now, I'm quite frugal. I eat healthy, so I probably spend more than I should on groceries. I'd say I spend $400 to maybe $500 a month total on groceries, toilet papers, laundry, soap, everything. Dog food, because Georgie seems to want to eat. And then his grooming appointments, I got them every 3 months. If I trim him, I can wait that long. His hair grows really fast, so I can't wait too long. There's always other expenses. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to do hardly any fun stuff if I did not work. Now, working part-time, I don't make a lot. But I do plan well and save everything I can for these perceived repairs and stuff that will occur. That's just a fact. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I have an old lawnmower I'm hoping holds together this summer. I must say, it's a Craftsman, kind of a piece of crap, but it seems to go and go. Knock on wood kind of thing. But yeah, you just live within your means. I mean, it's not always great. I mean, it would be wonderful, if 30 years ago everybody could have got a job that, had a wonderful retirement, although a lot of people lost their retirements back then they thought they were going to have. You really can't dwell on what could have been. You just got to deal with your current situation. And for me, it's not dire. I mean, I try to do cheap things, I enjoy nature. So, you can walk in parks, I love to walk in parks. It's one of my favorite things. Unfortunately, I do not have a good park right here. No park to speak of right here. So I have to drive a little ways for anything nice. And yes, I could walk anywhere. I could get out there on the road and walk, but it ain't pretty and it ain't enjoyable. And if you can enjoy your walk, I think you're going to walk a lot more. Thought about downsizing, but I've lived here for many years. And that's not an easy thought. The work it would require to pack everything and move. And then the scary part is you'd have to be able to, or I would have to sell my house to have the money to buy a house. So that means for temporarily you're homeless. I don't know, that's kind of a scary notion. I believe if I could buy the house first, I probably would do that. But the way it is, this is paid for, I'm staying here. I think we all can adjust to what is, and hopefully it's not too harsh. Yes, I could spend less on groceries, but I think eating healthy is, especially as you're older, is a very good thing to do. I'd rather pay for the food than the doctor's bills. And to be honest, I just don't find it more expensive really to eat healthy as buying bacon and steaks and stuff. I don't eat a lot of meat. Thank goodness I love curry and lentil dishes. Recently, split pea soup. I love cheap food that is healthy. And I've taken to making my own homemade sourdough bread out of einkorn. My last one was made out of einkorn and spelt combination, and it turned out really well. Yes, I want to eat healthy, and a lot of times it's cheaper. So I see no reason to change that. My morning shake, I don't think cost any more than if I was eating eggs and bacon. In fact, that bag of fruit I buy weekly might be cheaper. Bacon's not cheap. But if I didn't have alpha-gal, I would occasionally probably have bacon. But with alpha-gal, it's not a choice. I just can't eat it. Because of health reasons, my cholesterol, I don't want my cholesterol to get sky high. I hadn't much ate bacon for years. So, but when you know you can't, yes, you miss it. But I get by, even usually manage a summer trip. Last year, because having back problems, I did more of a weekend trip than a summer trip, than a week or two trip. This winter, I did a Colorado trip. And yes, it was extremely cold. I think I picked the coldest weekend. Although with work, I didn't have a lot of choice about what weekends I was picking. Because it is a drive. But it's a beautiful state. I think I could spend a few weeks there, probably months, as long as it wasn't as cold as when I was there. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Enjoy life where you can. Like and subscribe. Thank you.